I see people hitting their funded accounts. I see new people making at least 20 euros a day with their live accounts. And I just want to tell you guys that I'm very, very proud of you. And hopefully the ones who's gonna watch the recording of this call later on, I want to tell you that I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud for everyone to stick it through. I know, especially when you're here like new and you've never done a business before, you've never created an online income before, I know how hard it is in the beginning to just find motivation to keep going. I don't know if you guys have felt the same. Even me, I'm an IPA. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 6 years. And still me, I sometimes have day where I'm struggling. And I need that something that could get me out of this funk, to keep me going, to keep me to creating success for myself. Right? And I want you guys to understand this. I'm gonna do a training that I want you guys to do for the next 30 days at least. Do it every single day. And this is besides the trading, besides all the skills that you can learn, because at the end of the day, you can learn anything that you want. Anything. You can be so good at the skill sets. But even when you make money, when your mindset is not in the right place, excuse, you're still can feel very unmotivated. And you can still have days where you genuinely do not know how to keep moving forward. Is anyone right now feeling that feeling that you're stuck? And it's okay if you feel that way, because we're all human, right? And I hope that today's call, with everything I'm gonna talk about, it can definitely get you to just expand your mind. Yes, okay. I see Anika saying yes. I see Amina saying yes. I see Maria saying yes. Again, it's totally fine. Even if you're right now on top of the fucking world and you feel like everything is possible, I fucking love that for you. And just still write this down, because the things I'm gonna talk about today, I think it's gonna be 10 points that I focus on every single day. And I challenge myself something new that I'm gonna share at the very end. Um, some people just look for so many ways to bring you down. Yes, but again, Maria, everything that people say to you, all the good or bad, it should not have an effect on you. You know why? Because it will only affect you when you accept what people tell you. You accept that they're saying what they're saying is true. You accept it as true. That is the only reason why it would ever affect you. So once you understand that, even when people say the most stupid things to me, I truly believe that's not true. I would never accept that as true. And will the words hurt me? Absolutely not. Because I don't accept it as true. Does that make sense? And I'm gonna talk about that today. Um, almost all people, but those almost all people, but those are not making their path for success exactly. Uh, what people tell you is what they think about themselves. Exactly. If you're angry, you're hurt, you will lash out onto someone else. Is it their problem? No. Was it something within yourself? Exactly. Yes. Because you're projecting, right? You never see things as they are, you only see the things as who you are. So that's always what's the case. So please remind yourself. But yes, let's get into the training before this intro is gonna get too long. Let me know if you guys are ready. Do you guys have some notes ready for the training? Drop a one if you guys are ready. Yes? Okay. Can we start doing this for the next 30 days? Because I honestly believe if you guys make an effort to do these things for the next 30 days, you guys are going to see your life blossom. Even if right now you feel like you're the most negative person in the fucking room, even if right now you don't feel like you don't know where to go from here, you don't know how to grow from here, you don't know what is the next step, even though right now it's fucking hard for you, I want you to try to do these for the next 30 days. It will make a change. Trust me. Yes? Okay, let's get into this. Step number one that I want you to focus on is reframing your mindset. Okay? We as humans, we have this little voice in our mind that says the most amazing things or the most awful things to ourselves. Okay. I want you guys to understand that when it comes to your mind, and this is something I've been really learning. I know you guys have already read this fucking book, but I'm currently reading this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Mind you, I've been trying to read this book for the last 3 years, and I just never felt aligned with the fucking book. I don't know why. Like, I genuinely was so interested in the topic, but I never really picked up the book and read it until now, 3 years later. And I feel like right now was the perfect time because it aligned with everything that I was going on with my life. And it tells you that you have two different minds, right? Your conscious and your subconscious minds. Your conscious mind is what is connected with the external world, right? With all the things happening. Your subconscious is within your own mind, sorry. So your subconscious is eventually what will create your reality, but it will only take what your conscious mind accepts as true. So if right now you feel like, hey, I am broke, and I accept that as truth because some people literally tell themselves, I cannot afford this, I am broke, I don't have money, even though you don't have money right now. You're affirming it only more with your conscious mind because you're saying it out loud, right? It's one of your thoughts, it's one of your negative beliefs about yourself. You accept it as true, and your subconscious mind will literally show you that you're right. Like your subconscious mind does not know if you're saying something negative that is false or something positive that is true. Your mind does not know that, your subconscious mind. At the end of the day, your subconscious mind creates your reality. Okay? So, what I want you to do from the next 30 days forwards, every single time, this is what I do, right? Every single morning, if I wake up, if I have negative beliefs, I write them down. Even if it's on those days where I have a list of 30 things that I need to reframe, it doesn't matter. Just write them all down, okay? And then, what's the author of the book? Dr. Joseph Murphy, the one and only doctor that we love, right? And then what I do on the first half of the page, I write down the negative beliefs, and then on the second half, I write down my reframing beliefs about the negative that I have. If you do this for the next 30 days, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna think differently. You're gonna think about success. Okay, you're gonna think about that you can do anything you want because you're that girl or you're that guy. That's honestly what you're gonna get. Okay, so what I truly did is the easiest thing for me because I'm always on the go. I have my phone always with me. What I do is every time I have a negative thought in my mind, I would write it down because at the end of the day, if you're not aware of what you're thinking, you can never change anything. If you're not aware of what you're thinking, you can never change anything. So you have to write it down and be aware of it. And maybe over the course of the next 30 days, you see the same negative belief coming up over and over and over again. So now you're aware of it, you can now finally change it. So think about a way how you can reframe it to something positive. Okay? Because again, you create your own reality. And the best thing that I did is accepting that every bad thing that happened in my life was my responsibility. And that is a very hard pill to swallow because I know people that have went through the most heartbreaking things in their lives. Heartbreaking things. And then accepting and trying to like take responsibility that it was you who created that scenario for yourself, that is fucking hard. And obviously if something terrible happened to you, I'm not saying it's your fault, but there are two choices that we can make. We can either let things happen to us and just choose that we are a victim of life, or we take responsibility and we create how we can act upon it, how we choose to react on a situation. And that's what I mean with reframing your mind. Whatever happens in your life, there's always something that you can learn from it. There's always something that can help you to grow into a person that you needed to become, right? Or there's something that is negative that you can turn into positive. Because at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be happy or do you want to be angry and unfulfilled and sad for the rest of your life? No one is going to change that for you. Even if someone, I can tell you, even when someone does the most beautiful things for you, they do everything that you ever wanted, you will never appreciate it. Why? Because again, you have a choice to let it be a beautiful thing for you or you ignore it, right? You have the choice to be happy and you have the choice to be sad. And I'm telling you this from a perspective of a girl that is a Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon for my astrology girls. Very emotional, right? And sometimes I know that I'm choosing to be fucking sad. Then I tell myself, Jen, like, really, like, why? Why? There's literally no point of doing this to yourself, right? There's no point. And I'm being very vulnerable with you guys. Like, even me telling you guys this, I'm telling you guys this because I fucking learned from it, okay? I'm not perfect, right? But I want you to learn from my mistakes. And this is what I want you to do. Reframe these negative beliefs that you go through on a daily basis. If you're aware of it, you can accept that they are there, and then you can start changing them. When you start changing them, you will see that things start to shift in your life, and good things start to come for you. Because I literally tell myself, only good things come to me. Even though a situation is bad, I'm like, okay, what is the good from it? When a problem arises, okay, how can I solve this and see the good from it? What can I learn from this? What is a positive affirmation that I can get on from this? Right? I choose, even when things are hard, I choose to look at the brighter side because you have the choice. And if you know that you have the choice, you can create from it. Stop being a victim of life because we're not victims. We're not. And of course, I will always sympathize with whatever you're going through. But if you are gonna if you're gonna keep yourself in that situation, that is a choice. And I can't always continue to sympathize for everyone. And I'm saying this for you, for other people, or for you, for yourself. Right? At some point you gotta look to the bright side and really take ownership of your life. And that is also a good thing because that means that you can create anything that you want. It is a positive about this. Okay, that's number one. Are we good so far? Yes. Do this for the next 30 days. Promise you, everything is gonna change. Number two, I want you guys, because I know you guys have goals and you guys want to make a certain amount of money a month or want to hit a certain rank. If you're doing the business side, you want to hit a certain rank in a certain time. I want you to have that goal, but don't just focus on the end because if you focus on the end, how are you going to get there? Right? I want you to focus on your input. So, number two that I want you to focus on for the next 30 days is focus on your input. This is, for example, for trading, right? Very easy example that you want to make 200 at the end of the month, whatever. Okay, perfect. So, your input is that you actually take trades, right? You actually start taking trades. You start doing your own analysis. That is your input that you can do. Maybe you can learn a new strategy that can help you to get to the 200 a month. Calculating how much you need to make every single day in order for you to get there. So maybe for $200 a month, you just divide it by 21 days. See what amount. I think that's, I'm just saying a random number. 8 euros a day. I don't know, something like this. Whatever. We don't need to be smart to be successful, right? 8 euros a day, and maybe you can make it 10. So even on losing days, you can still hit your target. What you can do, your only input that you have focus on, that you have control over, is what you put into it. So, for example, one of my goals is I want to hit 100K followers on TikTok and Instagram, like both platforms. I just want to have 100K followers. I would love that. After fucking 7 years of creating content, I think I deserve some 100K followers on my social media, right? Instead of me thinking, well, how can I get the 100K followers? I need to focus on what do I put into to get to my goals. So my input is I know that I have to post my content every single day. So every single day, I'm posting the content on Instagram and on TikTok. I post my social media. I focus on personal branding, refining it. Every single week, I'm trying to analyze what I've done, what type of content did went viral, what type of content did not went viral, and I focus on the things that I'm able to do. That is my input. So with every single goal that you guys have, focus on what you can put into it. What can you control? Because you cannot control people fucking liking your content. You cannot control how many followers you're gonna get, but you can control what you do to get you to the goals. So if you feel like you're not really reaching your goals, Are you just hoping and wishing something will happen that even when you don't post content, that all of a sudden 100K followers will appear in your fucking lab? It will not, right? A lot of the times when it comes to our goals and manifestations, I want you guys to understand this. We don't always get exactly what we want. Sometimes we get ingredients, little opportunities, people in our lives that will get us to our goals. So if you wrote down a whole list of things that you want to achieve, and you expect people to fall into your lap that want to start with the business with you, or that trades just start to happen and you just start to make money out of nowhere, of course, manifestation can work like this, but the most important thing, if you want to get to your goals, you got to be open for opportunities, for people, for situations that are going to get to your goal. And how can you attract these things? Is when you put in the work, the input. From the input, doors start to open, and if you're aware of what you're doing and what you're working towards, you will recognize the people, the situations, the opportunities. Maybe even this call today was something that you were manifesting because you wanted to hit a certain rank or you wanted to work on your mindset. Maybe this was one of your opportunities to expand your mind. This is what you needed, and you got it in the form of a mindset training from me instead of that you actually get your actual manifestation. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's just ingredients that you can use to work yourself towards your goals, to make it easier for yourself. So you don't have to hustle all the time, but you can use the tools and opportunities in your life to get to where you go. But again, focus on the input. This is why I'm gonna say this for my business builders. This is why I do my 100 cold messages every single day. I reach out to 100 people a day because my goal is to have a certain amount of people in my personal organization in the business because I want to help this many people. So only thing I can control is actually reaching out to people and see if there are people that want to start with us because we have a beautiful community and I just want to present it to them and see if this person wants to do it, yes or no, right? I can only control what I do, not the outcome. Okay? Are we clear on this? Drop a one if we're clear so we can go to the next one. Okay, perfect. I love it you guys are engaged. And if you have any comments and whatever I said, just drop it in the comments as well. Next one, you guys, this is a funny one that I'm saying it because I'm a very much a perfectionist and I've really had to learn this the hard way because, yeah, okay, let's just name it. Number 3 is you have to put consistency over perfection. If you're, I don't know if there are perfectionists on this call. If you are, drop a one. Let's be in this together. I have this tendency that I want everything to be perfect, aesthetic. If you guys know me, like I live for fucking aesthetics and I will not fucking post anything. Like I even didn't even want to post a reel if I didn't have the cover for it ready. I'm trying to let go of that, okay? I literally have been posting reels without the cover, and I'll edit the cover like later in the day, and then just be like, okay, I still at least I posted it, and I edited the cover later this afternoon. I'm trying to get myself there, because I really, like I said, which it kind of connects with the second one, focus on your input. If I want to focus on my input, I have to let go of perfection. Sometimes my very first business. I was 18. I started my drop shipping business. It was for jewelry, and I wanted it to be perfect. If you know drop shipping, you just fucking connect your store to an AliExpress fucking store and they send it to your customers, whatever. So I did drop shipping, but then at the end of the day, I wanted to have the perfect products, the perfect this, the perfect story templates, the perfect website, the perfect this. So what happened? Right? Instead of just starting the business and see where it leads me, right? It took me fucking 4 months to just prepare a story template, like these little things. And I'm just like, what if I just started in these first 4 months? I would have had so much more success. Even when you're like, if you're doing the business side, for example, you want to post on social media, you're trying to make the perfect social media plan, what colors, and of course, I talk about this, the values and stuff like this. It will help you to to post in the best way possible, but it should not be an excuse for not doing it. right? Sometimes we hide behind being a perfectionist that we don't take action towards what we want to do. But at the end of the day, it's not about perfection. Perfection does not exist. Are you perfect? You're perfect in my eyes, but are you actually perfect? No, we're humans, right? We are not perfect. We should embrace imperfection. Perfectly imperfect. That's what I always say. I'm perfect and being imperfect. That's with everything in life. You as a person, bless you, Madeline. Bless you, girl. It's you as a person. It's the world. The world is not perfect. So why are you waiting for perfection? It will never happen. You upgrade as you go, right? You post the content imperfect. You go to the gym unmotivated, right? I have this tendency that I only want to go to the gym when I have the perfect body. Well, how do you think you're gonna get the perfect body, girl? Not from sitting at home hoping you're gonna get the perfect body, okay? But that's what I'm telling you guys. If you're gonna wait for the perfect moment, it's never gonna happen. If you're gonna wait for the perfect market to trade in, it's never gonna happen. The market is never perfect because it's based off of psychology of the people, and people are not perfect. You're gonna wait for the perfect people to start. No, it cannot happen. It cannot happen. So, if you want to get to success, you gotta do it consistent, despite of it being perfect, yes or no. On way to the gym right now. Good, Luna. Do it, girl. Upgrade as you go. Because how do you think that I'm able to post the type of content that I have today? It's because I started 7 years ago. 7 years ago. My first ever, if you want to do something fun and you have time off in your day, go to my Instagram and scroll all the way down. Okay? Don't do it now. I have literally almost 1400 posts. 1400 fucking posts in the last 7 years, okay? My first ever picture that I thought was so aesthetic was me with a fucking dog. Like we were in love. I posted that. If you see what I post right now, it's totally different. But if I would wait for me to somehow post the content I have today, I would wait for perfection. Again, it's not perfect, but I would wait for my type of imaginary perfection. I would not do anything for the last 7 years. The only way that I got to where I am today is because I did the thing every single day. How do you think I get myself to IPA these days, right? Or get myself to where I am today? The success that I have is because I started my business 6 years ago. I went through it, learned so many things, and it got me here. But I would never get here if I would just wait for the perfect time, perfect moment, perfect business model, perfect whatever it is, right? Consistency over perfection. If you do this for the next 30 days, you be consistent in anything that you want to do. You have a list of to-dos that you want to do every single day. If you guys know me, I call it DMO, it's like a daily to-do list. Can you guys see it? I have it on this app. Oh, perfect. And I track it all. I'd rather do it imperfectly and being able to finish it instead of not doing it. Thank you, Fabiola. Right? I'd rather do that because will that get me further in business? Absolutely. Will it get me further in trading? Absolutely. Will it get me further into growing as to the person that I want to become? Absolutely. Because I'm consistent and I'm not waiting for perfection. Okay? That's number three, consistency over perfection. Are we good so far? Drop a one. I just want to get you guys to keep engaged with me in the call. Yes? Perfect. Number four is I need you guys to stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself, please. Because how can you expect to get any success in life, in business, in anything that you want to do if you do not know how to lead yourself? And leading, I don't mean leadership that you have to become a leader in whatever. I'm talking about leading yourself towards your success, towards doing the mundane things every single day. We keep lying to ourselves that, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today, and then don't go. I'm gonna go eat healthy, and then you order McDonald's. Like these little things, and it's okay, right? Don't beat yourself up on it, but How can you expect yourself to lead yourself to success if you don't know how to lead yourself? You're just lying to yourself. So something that I really, really learned is that your relationship with yourself isn't your number one priority. Have you ever been in a relationship that someone kept lying to you? And at some point you're like, I can't fucking trust you. I can't trust you. I need to, this cannot work, right? Drop it too if that's ever happened to you. Can be friendships, can be relationships, right? Someone kept lying to you or did not. Whoa, that's a lot too. So shit. I hope you're okay. I'm dead. And they just don't keep their promises. They are just getting personal. You guys know how I am, right? And there's no way that you guys can be together, right? So why are you doing it to yourself? Don't you understand that the only relationship that you will ever have from the moment that you came to this world to the moment that you will get off this world is with yourself? Is with yourself. There's no other person, not even your parents, will ever be there every step of the way. When you're alone in your room, when you are in a room full of people, it's you who is always by your side. So why are you not treating this relationship with yourself in the right way? You keep lying to yourself. How do you expect to trust yourself? How can you expect you to get yourself where you want to be if you're not truthful? Just came out of the relationship. I'm very happy that you chose for yourself. Maybe it wasn't your decision, but I hope that you definitely can get something beautiful out of this. A lot of growth, that's for sure. That's for sure. Again, your relationship with yourself is your number one priority. Can we all, from today forwards, at least for the next 30 days, put ourselves first? Be truthful to yourself. Tell yourself. So basically, what I did, I started doing an exercise because I didn't have the best relationship with myself. So something that I had to really start doing is I had to literally tell myself what I'm about to do so I could build that trust. So every time right now in business or life, when something happens, I know and trust myself that I will take care of me and I will get myself out of a situation because I built that trust for myself. If you are right now in a shitty situation and you don't know what to do, it's also because you do not trust yourself that you can fix it. You do not trust yourself that you can get yourself out of it. So what I started doing is the most, sounds very weird, but every time I would do something. So if I would lay in bed right now and I would get out because I have to, start my day, I would literally tell myself, okay, I'm gonna step out of the bed right now. And I did. So then my body and my mind knows, okay, she actually does what she says. I'm now going to the fridge. I'm gonna look for if there's water in my fridge so I can drink it. Then I go ahead, walk to the fridge, open it up, take the water, and feed myself with water, right? Then, okay, now I'm gonna get dressed to go to the gym. Then I get dressed and go to the gym. This is a practice that you can do with yourself. Because once you start doing this for the next 30 days, you tell yourself what you're gonna do and you go ahead and do it immediately, you will restore this relationship with yourself. And then from there, you can start trusting yourself that whatever happens, you can trust yourself that you're gonna get yourself through it. You're gonna trust on you can lean on you. Like, it's like when you have a relationship, a friend, or boyfriend or girlfriend, and you know that whatever happens to you, they will be there for you. They were gonna be there to support you or to help you get out of this situation. You know it, you can trust them blindly and you feel so safe with them, right? That should be with you first. That should be with you first. Does that make sense? And it took me a little while to get myself there, but I can tell you and assure you it's the best feeling in the world knowing that you can trust on yourself. Okay, so try this for the next 30 days. Are we good so far with number four? Stop lying to yourself. Drop a one if you guys are ready for the next one. Yes, and like Tom says, small achievements, very important. Okay, let's go. Number five is I want you to make a promise to someone other than yourself. And if you've been on a call with me before, I know you guys have heard me say this, but we have days where we don't want to fucking work, okay? Even me. Sometimes I just don't want to work. But if you made a promise to yourself that you're going to make yourself successful, you're going to get to do this, or I'm going to achieve this, right? XYZ, and you made the promise to yourself, don't you think on the bad days, you're gonna wake up and you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. I know because I made the promise to myself, I can allow myself to just chill today, to just, set it aside. Have you ever had that? Because I always had that. I was like, you know what? Because I love myself so much, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not doing this. I don't feel like it, and I'm not doing it. Because I love myself so much. That's not self-love, that's for sure, right? So something I started doing is actually making a promise to someone that I love. For me, obviously, my biggest thing is I want to make more money. I wanted to change my life. Um, but I knew my motivation wasn't good enough because I gave up on myself so many fucking times. And of course, if you love yourself, you wouldn't do it. But I did. So I needed some other motivation. So for me, it was actually sitting with my mom, looking her in the eyes and tell her, "Hey mom, I'm doing this for me and for you because my goal is to get yourself out of your job, back to the Philippines, me providing fully for you so you can finally be with your family again and live the life that you are supposed to have. You're lonely here. I want to bring you back to your family." Right? And I told this to her because and now every time when I wake up and I don't feel like doing it, I'm thinking about the promise that I made to my mom because I love her so much. I can't give up on that promise. Does it make sense? I can't give up on that promise. So I want you guys to do this as well. Make a promise to someone that you love and stick to it. For me, also, what is a motivation is that I eventually want to become a mom. God bless. I hope I can do it someday, right? And every time I wanted to give up, I'm thinking about, you know what? I've never been provided the opportunities that I have today from my parents. I want to become the parent that can actually give my kids the same opportunities or a certain lifestyle for them. So they never have to feel lack in their life. That's what I want to do. So that could also be a very good promise to your future family or maybe to your partner or whatever you want to do, right? Make that promise. Make a promise in the next 30 days to someone, write it down and remind yourself of it. Can we do that? Yes? Okay. Let's get to the sixth point. By the way, we have 10 points. So let's get moving. So, number 6 is I need you guys to move your body daily. This is something that I neglected for so long. I never saw the benefit of moving my body. I never understood why I would do it because in my mind, it was like I just have to like lose weight and it's not about this, okay? Just get the gym thoughts out of your mind. Because that's when I understood like, hey, I need to move my body just to lose weight or to get in shape. I didn't want to do it because I didn't saw the benefit in this. Okay. So what I want you to understand, and I want to ask you guys a question. Have you ever had days where you're so emotional or you felt so stuck or you felt like your body is not cooperating with you? Do you guys ever felt that way? Because as an emotional person, I really, really have felt that energy or my emotion will be stuck in my body and it will be stuck in my body for like days and weeks or even years. If you guys have ever done any spiritual practices and ceremonies, you know how it feels to feel so much fucking release from emotions that's stuck in your body from traumas or anything. Okay? This goes deep. Okay, this goes deep. Maybe for some people it's not that deep, but it can actually be this deep. Okay? And I love that everyone already knows the answer. But when it comes to your emotions, it literally says energy in motion. When you stop moving your body, especially us who work from home, you sit all day and then you just end up hoping up. I don't even know how to say it in English. I'm so sorry. Dutchies understand. English people figure it out. I don't know how to say it, but you just store all these emotions in your body. But energy in motion is emotion. So what do you gotta do when you feel sad or any negative feeling that you're feeling? You have to move your body. Your body, your energy has to, your emotion has to release from your body. If you're sad, move your body. Something that I saw someone say is that she loves to dance. She just or shake it out of her body. If she feels sad, she shakes it out, right? Or she goes dancing, or you can go swimming, walking, you can go to the gym. It literally can heal your body in so many fucking ways to just move it. It is so natural for our body to move. That's why we have a body. Our body is here because we can move it, we can do things, we can live life. So don't just sit on a chair all day doing nothing. Even if it's just, parking your car 10 minutes away from your work so you can just walk the extra 10 minutes and just get your body moving. I love Right now I live in an apartment building where I have a swimming pool, which I'm very grateful for, and I just go swimming, right? If I feel like I need to move my body, I go swimming or just put on a nice song and just dance, literally, just dance and just get it out. Like energy has to move, emotion has to move. Anything and everything that we do is energy, and we have to move it. If it even when it comes about spending money, if you hoard money on your bank account, you save it just to save it, you feel that you have such a bad relationship with money. But once you start having money work for you, or you're spending money or exchanging it for something better and valuable in your life, it starts to come to flow into your life so much easier because energy needs to move. So money has to move, money has to be invested, money has to be spent, money has to be exchanged for anything. Um, Let me read what Ezra says. She says, moving the hips, oh, I love this already, activates the divine feminine energy. When you feel anxiety, you should shake the hips in the toilet. So it's fucking specific. And see how confident you will feel. Honestly, yes. As women, I think there's only women on this call, or no, not only women, sorry. We have some men, but we store a lot of energy in our hips, right? Even trauma can be stored in the hips. Moving your hips, that's okay, Tom. I'm happy you're here. Honestly, very happy. We need more men. That's actually truth. We need more men. But we store a lot of energy in our hips because that's where everything happens, right? To not go into details. Moving it, best thing as you can do. Shout out to Tom. Literally, shout out to Tom. So please move your body on a daily basis, whatever you need to do. I literally bought the rollerblades because I used it one time. I'm actually scared because I don't know. I tried it for one time here in Poland and it didn't went very well. So still bring up the courage, but just rollerblading, just something fun. Doesn't have to be the gym because I know the gym does not. It's not my number one priority. I love going to the gym, but I love swimming more. I love walking more. I love dancing more. Just find something so you can release emotions because especially if you're women, we have a lot of emotions and it's okay to have emotions, but you have to regulate it, okay? So you don't become over emotional. So you don't make decisions based off your emotions. You will make decisions based off what you need instead of what you feel. Because feelings are just feelings. It can come and go, just like clouds in the sky, it comes and goes. That's just what it is. I want you guys to understand how you can build up emotional intelligence. That's very, very, very important. Okay. Number 7 is I want you guys to read books. They always say leaders are readers, and I don't care if you're a leader or not. Leader within yourself as a person to get yourself to where you want to go is to read. Reading gives new perspectives, and I like cute books about stories and love and whatever is nice as well, and I think it could potentially teach you something. I don't know, but self-help books, especially about topics that you want to grow in, that will get you so, so, so far. And what I always say is that whenever I read a book, I just get new perspectives on life. I just gain new knowledge that I can apply to become a better person. And it also helps whenever I have a problem in my life. It helps me to learn how to solve it better. And I always say this, the more problems you solve, the more money you will earn in any way possible. So if you can learn and teach yourself how you can solve problems in different ways, different perspectives, you will make more money. This is what it's going to be. And what I whatever you do, right? And also just think about how attractive you will become as a person, and not for external, but just for yourself, with new knowledge that you can learn, new things on how to love yourself better, how to create better self-care routines, how to create a better life for yourself, how to become better in certain skill sets, right? Or anything that you want to learn. It's so attractive when you can do that for yourself. Learn something new, actually apply it to become better. How do you think you become a better person? It's not because you just, of course, you can learn from life experiences, but most of the time when I learn from life experience is because I've read something, I've learned something that gave me a new perspective on it. Because at the end of the day, your habits, your routines, your beliefs, your perspectives that you have right now created the person that you are right now, created the environment that you have right now, created the situation that you have right now. So if you want something different, go learn something that can expand your mind. When your mind's expanded, that means that your comfort zone can be expanded. And if you act upon it, your life will start to expand in opportunities and riches, whatever you want for yourself. It will come to you more because you learn something new. So what I want you guys to do for the next 30 days is to read at least 10 pages every single morning or every single evening, whatever you want to do. Do it every single day. Read a book that you love. For me, right now it's this. And then after this, I have a book. It's from a priest, a pastor, priest, a pastor, whatever. And he talks about how to get closer to your personal self. Very interesting. So I always have the next book ready. So when I finish this, next book is ready. But just for the next 30 days, read at least 10 pages every single morning and see how it will change your perspectives. Can we do that? Step one, if we can do that. Then number 8, the courage to be disliked. I like that. One book in 1 month. Let's do that. That's actually a good challenge. We should do that actually. Okay, next one. Number 8 is practice mindfulness in your morning. If you wake up, and of course we have alarms in our phones, you turn it off. I dare you for the next 30 days, do not touch your phone. Every single morning, just have my face in your mind, just doing like this. Do not touch your fucking phone. Stop. No, no, no. Go away from your phone. I literally, something that I've incorporated in my phone is that every single day at 11 p.m., my phone turns off. Cannot fucking touch my phone. Any app. And it will turn on after 10 a.m. each morning. And I wake up at 7:30, 8 a.m. So the first 2.5 hours of my day is no phone, no apps, no notification, nothing. Nothing. Why? How? You can do like time limits or something like this. Time limits, and then I just turn it on every app on my phone. And this just really helps because the first thing that I do in the morning now is I do my meditations, right? I only have YouTube or and WhatsApp. So if anyone who yeah, but that's you have to be disciplined, Alexa. Discipline. It's you love yourself enough to not have your phone there because something I always visualize. I love visualizing weird things for myself. So I understand it, why I don't want to do it. Imagine laying in your bed, grabbing your phone. First thing you see is all these notifications. It's like all these 1,000 people trying to reach you that you have to imagine all these people that try to reach you are standing in your bedroom the moment you wake up. That's what you do when you're on your phone. You wake up and you turn yourself to the world. Again, you are the most important relationship that you have. So stop trying to involve everyone in the first thing when you wake up with your morning routine. Actually, spend time with yourself. Okay? So something that I do in the morning to really set the tone of the day. You guys don't have to do 2.5 hours like me. You can do like even if it's 15 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes. Go journal, go read, go meditate, go visualize, go drink a coffee, drink lemon water or anything. Maybe you can go for a walk. Maybe you like to go for a gym, right? Do that in your morning routine before adding all the people from the world in your day. Okay? Because you have literally 24 hours, 8 of them you sleep, and the rest of the day you're always living for other people. You're always involving other people into your day. So why not just at least give 1 or 2 hours really for yourself? Really spending time for yourself. Because I can trust you if you can do this for the next 30 days, you will feel so much more calmer. Like it's like finding calmness in the midst of chaos because every day is going to be chaotic. There's so many things happening, so many stimulations, and it's okay. That's the world that we live in. So, first, find calmness within yourself, within your day, and then turn to other people. How can you give to the world if your cup is empty? You gotta give to yourself first. Can we do that for the next 30 days? Yes. And something that I wanted to mention about journaling, this is what I do every single day, and I wanted to. How do you install that? I think it's time limit, tijdslimiet in Dutch, on your Apple. It's for Apple, by the way. If you have Apple, you can do time limit on your settings, and then you just turn it on for your whole phone, and then you could exclude like 4 apps that you know that you need. So, for example, if something were to happen to my family, they can reach me on WhatsApp, right? You can always call me like on my phone, not on the apps, and YouTube for meditations and stuff. So I just have that excluded. So you can do that for yourself. So what I do for journaling, and I love journaling because it really helps me to gain perspective on what's happening. I love to write down my goals every single day. Every single day, I write down my goals. Okay. Every single day, I write down affirmations. Every single day, I write down what I'm grateful for. And I'm not doing 3 things, I'm writing down everything that I feel at that point I'm so grateful for. Because at the end of the day, guys, what God gives, God can take. Or what universe, whatever you believe in, sorry. What universe or God gives, He can take. That's just what law is, right? So be grateful for what you get. And then I also do a manifestation of the day. So I want to read out my type of affirmation that I do. I don't do I'm beautiful, I'm enough, I'm well, I'm this, whatever. I write like a little story to myself to reframe my mind, just like as point number 1. And it goes as following. I'm gonna read this whole thing. And a little tip and a little fun thing that I add onto it as well, because I genuinely believe I can create anything I want, okay? So I say, okay, I wrote down this the other day. Every day is another day for me to create the exact reality that I want for myself. I accept that I have full responsibility for it. I want to fill up my mind with riches and my body with health. I believe that this is what I deserve every single day. I will build more riches for myself. I will attract it all to me. Every day, new opportunities open up to me that allows me to attract riches. I was really getting to riches with them. These riches I can spend on taking care of myself. I was very specific. I was just reframing my mind and telling myself things. So another thing that I started doing is doing one manifestation a day that actually fucking come true. So in my apartment building, there is a gym that is not for free. So everything else is for free, just not the gym. So it's either you pay 15 euros every time you go, or you pay 80 euros a month. Doesn't make sense because I have a gym right here that I only pay like 28 a month and I get everything, right? And it's 10 times bigger. So, but I just really wanted to go to the gym and didn't want to fucking pay for that because why would I, right? I can get anything for free. Like I literally brainwashed myself. So I wrote down this. The gym in my building is mine for free. I accept it mentally, and my subconscious sees to it that I receive it. I wrote this down, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym and I will get it for fucking free. They're not gonna charge me for this. So I went there. I was like, okay, can I go to the gym? And normally they would have to like open up the door for you or just let you pay for it. Like, for example, my man went to there multiple times and he always had to pay for every time he went. And to me, she looked at me, she was like, yeah, you can go. It's open. It's open for you. And I just went and I was like, fuck. I literally manifested that for myself. I was like, damn, that's so powerful. But doing these little things every single day, it will expand your mind. Like, I'm so brainwashed that I can get anything that I want, and it will fucking happen. Exactly what I said in the first point. You have to reframe your negative mindset into positive. You create your reality. If you accept, this is why I wrote down the gym in my building is mine for free. I accept it mentally, my conscious mind, and my subconscious will see to it that I will receive it. That is so powerful. It's from the book as well. I literally copied from the book. The moment I read it, I wrote this down and I was like, it fucking happened. It fucking happens. So write it down every single day because for the next 30 days, do your goals, your affirmations, your gratitude, and even like the manifestation for a day. XYZ, I accept it mentally, and my subconscious will see to it that I will receive it. Scripting is so powerful. It fucking is. And I'm going to talk about this actually at the end. So that is number 8. Practice mindfulness in your morning every single day. Even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, do it. Okay. And by the way, when it comes to meditations, I always do visualization, um, meditations. I'm actually gonna drop my own scripting, my own videos that I use every single morning on the ETL website very soon. So keep an eye out for our customers because imagine all the customers really coming in and understanding how they can attract wealth. They will use the products of iGenius so much better. Thank you, Esra, for adding it. Okay, so number 9 is I want you guys to start tracking your achievements. This is something that I've been doing since the beginning of the year. I have a special book for it. Looks so fucking cute. If you want to buy it, here's my link. No, I'm joking. It is in sorry. It's from a spiritual store in Utrecht, if you're in Netherlands. Very beautiful. They have very nice notebooks, and I just love the irony of spiritual and achievements. So beginning of the year, I wrote down exactly how I want my year to be when it comes to my body, my mind, my soul, my romance life, my family life, my friends life, my mission, my money, and the growth that I have. Luna, it's in Utrecht. It's a spiritual store. Fuck. I think it starts with an A or an M. Does not help. It's like on a little square. It's close to the game hall. Yeah, okay. There you can go there and then get your and then I wrote down all my manifestations for 2024 that some of them I already achieved, by the way. Crazy. And then I wrote down that I wanted to travel every single month. And then on the second day of 2024, one of my manifestations already came true because all of a sudden all these trips started to come in. And I'm tracking like every single month where I'm going. And then from there, from January, I wrote down every single achievement that came in. So people that hit ranks, the followers that I gained, like little things that even if it's just like okay I expanded my mind or hey I got this book from someone, this is something that I've always wanted to read, like I would literally write down everything. And on the days that I do not feel like it, Ananda, yes, Ananda, exactly, thank you. On the days that I'm like I did not achieve anything, I don't know what I'm doing, I feel stuck, I grab this book and I read all my achievements. These are pages full of achievements until now. Okay, that was not, but all of this, right? Were all achievements on a weekly basis that I got with me, my team, my Instagram, my personal life, my friend life. And I remind myself how amazing I am and how amazing things I've accomplished. And I want you guys to do the same because sometimes we feel like we're not moving forward, but you fucking are. You're moving forward towards your goal, but you're not tracking it. You're not writing it down. You're not aware of what you're doing, right? So I want you guys to write it down to remind yourself of this, what you've already accomplished. Even if it's literally that you made €1 on your live account, that is an achievement. I want you guys to understand that. It's not the grand, I bought a fucking jet, I have a yacht in Dubai. No, it's not those things. It's the small things because all the small things lead to bigger things. All the small things lead to bigger things. And that's the thing with achievements, it's the small things that get you to where you want to be. So write it down, celebrate it for yourself, and remind yourself every day At some point, I was writing it down in this book every single day because you guys were hitting ranks every single day. And it was an achievement for me as well because, okay, this is what my team did, this is what my team did. Um, so just write it down and see what you've accomplished because at some point when you're stuck in life, in business, in personal life, whatever, you read back and you see what you've already done for yourself before, you know you can do it again. You know you can do it again because you've done it before. Does it make sense? So that's number nine. And then I want to go into the last one. And we're gonna make it as short as I can. But this is my favorite one. This is what I've been starting to use. And I know some of you guys are already familiar with this concept. But a few weeks ago, I started getting into learning about scripting. And I've done it before. Like I've done it, I will write about my dream life and then just, hope one day I will get it. But there was a different method that I really learned how to do. And I want you guys to do this as well. By the way, number nine, track your achievements for the next 30 days, okay? And then for 10, I want you guys after this call to write down a scripting letter for yourself. And I'm going to tell you why it's very powerful because I have a scripting letter right here. It's very short and sweet, right? It's just 4 to 6 things that you want to achieve. Don't focus on 30 things that you want to have. Write down 4 to 6 things that you want to achieve. Okay. And it can literally be, how can I? Okay, one of mine, because I don't want to read everything, because, we talk about it when we achieve it. But one of the things, because I personally, we have 600 people in the chats, but my personal organization is less number, right? So I wrote down my organization now has 500 active customers, feeling empowered to help so many people create their dream life. Right? That's from me personally that I want to build on for the next year. I wrote that down and I did the same for 4 to 6 other things. If you do this, you write it down. It's a letter. I'm gonna talk about the specific how what you can write in it. And every single morning, you read it to yourself. And every single evening, you read it to yourself. This has something to do with number one, reframing everything in your mind. And like I said, you have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind can only create the good and bad that you accept as truth, right? So manifesting sometimes is hard for people because whatever they manifest, they don't fucking believe that they can do it. You read something, you're like, yeah, I'm never gonna get it, right? So I write it in like that I've already achieved it. Just like how the girl that I learned it from, she wanted to manifest a villa in Spain with her man. So she wrote down, today I signed the contract of my new villa in Spain. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen. I'm so grateful. Everything is done. I have it now. She wrote it down and she read this specific letter every single day for 30 days, every morning and every evening. The reason why it's so powerful to read yourself this every morning and every evening, your subconscious mind is most powerful when you're sleeping. It's like this meditative state or a hypnosis state or a sleeping state. So every morning when you wake up like almost half asleep, right? You're awakening from the theta, they call it theta, I can't fucking pronounce it, theta state every single morning. You awake from it. So if you read your letter first thing in the morning, you're like, I have achieved this, I have achieved this. Thank you, universe, thank you, God, that I've achieved this, whatever, right? It will start to believe it. And then every single evening, what I do, I read a book for 30 minutes until I feel like I'm falling asleep. You're transforming into the theta state, right? Then I grab my letter. Before I'm gonna close my eyes, I read it to myself. So before I sleep, I'm gonna remind myself this is what I've already have. Okay? Then when you're sleeping, your subconscious mind will see to it as truth. Have you ever noticed whenever you just fall asleep, you think about all these negative things, and then the next morning you still feel the things, you're like, ugh, I thought this about myself. I had those days because I would when I before I slept, I would literally just say the most awful things about how awful my day was and this and this. I would manifest it more. So if you say instead of those things, you say all these beautiful things that you've written down in your letter every single evening, your subconscious will start to work on it. Again, because if you read it as if it is truth, you accept it as truth in your conscious mind, the brain that you can, say yes or no with, your subconscious will start to manifest in your life. Because at the end of the day, if you think about something bad, your subconscious will show you that is truth. If you think about something good, your subconscious will show you that it is truth. It doesn't know if something is true or false. It will just give you what you accept as truth. So that's why if you read this every single morning and every single evening before you fall asleep, things will start to happen. And you read this for the next 30 days, every single day. You just hide the letter somewhere and just let it all happen. Maybe in 2 months, 3 months, you reflect on it and see how much you accomplish from it. I want you guys to do this for the next 30 days. I want you guys to become successful. I want you guys to achieve everything that you want. So, how can you start this letter? You need to address the letter to someone, right? Maybe you believe in God, maybe you believe in universe, maybe you believe in angels, maybe you believe in a certain person that introduced, like this girl wrote it to Abraham Hicks because she introduced it to her first. So address it to someone, right? You say, "Dear X." Okay. They say, "Thank you so much." And I wrote down, "So many blessings came to me," but you can just be like, "Thank you so much." Then I wrote down the 4 to 6 things that I want to achieve. So the first sentence of the things that you want to achieve, you write down what you want, right? What you achieved, what you want, so achieved. Then the second sentence is how it changed your life or how it makes you feel, right? So one of mine is I'm so in love with myself. I radiate confidence and love every single day. That's my first sentence. And my second sentence was treating others with kindness and a smile on my face. That's something that has happened in my life, how it's changed my life, basically. Right. So I wrote this down. And I did it for 4 to 6 things. And then you ended with thank you, thank you, thank you. And you ended with your name, you sign it off. But I added something different because I am very much in touch with my emotions. So I want to really feel it at the end of me reading the letter. So I wrote down, "Thank you, God, for always taking care of me. May I spread God's love more with this world, making the world a little bit better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love, Jennifer." And signed it off. So you can really do whatever you want to do, how to start and how to end it, but address it, say thank you, list the 4 to 6 things, say thank you again, and then sign it off. And you read this every single morning, every single evening for the next 30 days. And guys, if you do everything that I talked about today, things will start to happen for you, okay? I can guarantee you this. Even if you don't believe in it right now, try to at least commit to it for the next 30 days. Make that promise to yourself to reframe your mind, number one. Number two, focus on your input. Number three, consistency over perfection. Number four, to stop lying to yourself. Number five, make a promise to someone other than yourself. And number six, move your body daily. Number seven, read 10 pages of a book every single day. Number eight, practice mindfulness in your morning. Number nine, track your achievements. And number 10, write a scripting letter to your future self. Can we do that? Can we drop a one in the chat? I really hope that this call was something that you guys needed. I felt like I needed to say this today. Um, and I love sharing what I'm personally working on because this is something I'm working on every single day and I want to share it with you guys and hopefully it can give you guys perspectives and everything. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me tonight. I love being with you guys and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening on the call with Ezra. Bye guys.